Hello, and welcome back to another exciting video of The Sims 2 Legacy Edition. So I was originally going to make this video about the tutorial, the how to play part, but it keeps crashing and doesn't want to work because the tutorial is stupid, and I don't think anyone who's actually played this game has actually played the tutorial, even if it was their first time playing. So I figured we would just sit here and watch The Sims do their own thing. So free will is on, and I don't think I've ever showed this house before, but we're just gonna see what Sims do when there's no player interaction. Speed things along here. In fact, let's like one of them get a job. That'll be my one player input of the entire video. And that, getting rid of this stupid driver update. Find a job. You want to have a job in. What are you, George Costanza? I've always dreamed of being an architect. Yeah, look again. $135 a day. I don't know if that's really good or really bad. I don't know what the Sims economy is, but that is, I think, the job he wanted. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Let's buy him a car. I'm only, and this doesn't count as player input because I'm not actually telling him what to do. So I'll give him this. Maybe I won't give him a car. Okay. Yeah, and he's gonna go get this really crappy job and have the second nicest car in the entire game. All right. So do I have to? How does this work? So I am completely. These Sims control their own lives from now on. I will switch back and forth, and the fucking bills just arrived, so we have to go deal with that. But from here on out, these Sims are just they're on their own, and we have Alexa Bridgeton and John Bridgeton. And she got the bills, but will she actually pay them in free will? That is the number one question. Will she pay? My biggest question is he actually going to go to work on his own? And I'm going to guess no, that he will not go to work by himself. I don't think the AI was smart enough to do that yet. All right, well, she cooked a meal. That's always good. We got a cat out here. Moonshine. That's a good name for a cat. If I ever get a cat in real life, I'm going to name it Moonshine. We've now made it past the 3-minute mark without crashing, so that's a accomplishment. Grilled cheese. That's always good. I haven't had grilled cheese since the fucking Ice Age. I can't remember the last time I did have a grilled cheese. I think I was still in single digits of my age. Although some people act like I still act like a single digit person. I'm in double digits and have been for quite some time. Yeah, she's dancing, 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 dancing. All right, we've seen enough of you dancing in your pajamas at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. My God. The life of a sim, I tell you what. Money just shows up. You don't have to work, and the second free will is off for him, he's going to quit that job. So, what are his wants? Let's check out his wants here. Go to work. All right, he wants to go to work. So, do I have to tell him to go to work, or is he going to do that on his own? We shall see tomorrow at 8 a.m. Not like he's really hurting for money, considering they have to pay one set of bills every 10 years. Wouldn't that be nice? Seems like you pay the bills off every month in our world, and they want more. Never gets old. One thing you can always count on, like you own a house in real life, or even just rent. It's never enough. You pay them off 1 month, and it's like, all right, I made it through this month, and then next month comes, and they want the bills again. They want more money. And who's this? Someone's reading our paper. I never understood why the Sims did that. they do. And they're hanging out in the bathroom. Isn't that exciting? I always love to go in my bathroom and stand there for 30 minutes. Even if it is a nice bathroom, I still don't want to stand in it for 30 minutes. I'm very excited that I tried this nature activity. That was a lot of what nature activity? You're laying on the ground outside your house. It's not a nature activity. My God. These sims are boring without player input. They're not boring, they're somewhat interesting. Hey, Jones, Alexa available to talk? No. She stands literally right behind him, doing nothing. Well, maybe you should go use the other bathroom I put in this house. Not. Alexa is sick with food poisoning. She will need plenty of. You created that food. See, they can't live without us. She made that food, and literally the second she started eating it, it went bad. So how does that? All right, well, she's sick with food poisoning, but she seems okay. She's still happy. Hunger's green. So what ill effects does food poisoning have? I don't see any issue with it. I had food poisoning once, and I was out for several days. Second I got sick, I couldn't get away from the bathroom. Here she is, freaking living her life, her very boring little sim life. Oh, she's dancing too. That's definitely not something you do if you have food poisoning, Alexa. I think you made that prompt show up because you're a big fat liar. And now you're eating again? Dude, if you eat, what are you doing? I just saw you go in the fridge, so you're obviously out. There it is. All right, why don't you go sleep? I almost interacted with the bed there. Yeah, so they do make the right decisions eventually. It's just when do they make the right decisions? Matter of when, the big matter of if. These guys, not a matter of if, it's a matter of when they'll make the right decision. And John, you've been playing video games for, you know what? No, that's not all. I play video games. It's hailing. Yeah, I guess it is hailing. It looks like rain to me. What the hell do I know? Let me get a shot of the sky. How do we do that? No, we can't not get a shot of the sky. Okay, cool. So Sims Valley from here is just freaking Silent Hill. This is literally Silent Hill on the PlayStation 2, which I guess this is a PlayStation 2 style game, but I'm pretty sure they live in Silent Hill. Anyone here played Silent Hill? And he's dancing again. 1 o'clock in the. Now what's he gonna do? Play SS. You just played it on here, dude. Sean has no new emails. Okay, well, thank you for checking. Chat with Elvin. Hope that's not Alvin the Chipmunks. I hate that guy. Willow has signed off. These are riveting texts we're getting here. Grand Theft Auto 6, Gears of War, E-Day, the new James Bond game. I guess there's a new Fable game coming out. That has nothing on those prompts that just showed up in this 2004 game. I'd have no idea why I just said that. That made literally no sense. Yes, they do make the right decisions. It's just a matter of when do they make the right decisions. I guess their needs have something stolen by Hank Hill, apparently. That's. Damn it, Bobby, I'm gonna come into your sim house and steal your sim stuff. Steal your Sims stuff. I feel like Hank would be horrified if he saw Bobby playing this game and him and Peggy were in it. Maybe that'll be a new episode in season 15. Although I feel like the new episodes of King of the Hill, they've kind of rewritten Hank. Like he doesn't feel quite like the same version of Hank. You know, like going over to Saudi Arabia and for I don't know how long. What was it, like a year? No, it was several years, wasn't it? It was like 3 or 4 years in there, I think. If you haven't seen the new episodes of King of the Hill, this won't make any sense to you. But he left Arlen for like 4 or 5 years apparently to go live in Saudi Arabia, which that he never would have done that in the show, but apparently he did, and he for some reason he loves soccer now. And they kind of explain it. You know, they're like, we watched it and he loved the intricate patterns. Like, well, we watched Bobby play soccer in like season 4 or 5 or whatever the hell season. It was a long time ago, with the early 2000s, and he hated it. So I don't know why they retcon that. It just doesn't feel like the same Hank. I don't know. The new season's good. It's just not as good as the original one the show had, which is the case with a lot of these shows when they try to bring them back 30 years later. It's like, yeah, it's the same actors, the same characters for the most part, but it's not as good as it was originally. I don't know. I guess it's just because John needs to be at work in 1 hour. Okay, well, he's not. Your Sims were not the only ones who can bring home simoleons. Yeah, okay, yeah. Thank you for that tip. Oh, he does go to work on his own. Well, what do you know? He learns something new every day, I guess. He just learns something new. And she is this is and she's was that a tiger on her coat? I thought that was just a glitch. Doing what in the fuck are you doing? Alexa, they love to eat. I tell you what, they sure do love to eat. You just barely holding on to your figure there, but unlike me, who I eat one bag of fucking chips and I'm fatter than a cat with a mouse in his stomach. It makes sense. Speaking of which, have you who's seen the new Toy Story? I want to go see it, but yeah, God, why did you eat those chips? You're still freaking food poisoned or whatever. You shouldn't be eating. Charlie Tang, thanks for stopping by. This needs to be moved into the house, which I'm gonna say the rule here is as long as I don't interact with the Sims themselves, I can still move items around. I just can't tell them what to do. I guess that's gonna be our rule. So far he actually did go to work on his own, which is pretty shocking. Didn't know they could do that. I thought I would have to direct his sorry ass to go to work, but apparently not. And the bills need to be paid, but they're not my problem. So we're going to go to another house. And yes, I do. Take me back to the Pleasant View. And we are going to check in on the Bondi family. We weren't going to, but I can't screw it. Let's check in on the Bondi family. Well, part of it, at least if I can get there. 3 lakes. Even though this place, you know what I just thought of? This place has no lakes. There should be, yeah, there's Baloo Hills Resort. Are the Bondis here or did they get sent home? No, they're here still. Okay, good. This slightly less nice resort than our actual house, and the dream sequence is totally screwed up there. Why is this door red and his isn't? Because he's sleeping in this room. Alright, well let's fast forward him sleep. This resort freaking what in the fuck is going why is it dreaming up here? Like what? My game's broken. And we have like 10 Sims in here partying or something. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Whatever it is, they're doing it. So take a shower of power, and then we're gonna go do some fun stuff at 6:30 in the morning. I guess you can do fun stuff at 6:30 in the morning. So what? Call a taxi. This resort literally has nothing. I don't know about why I keep calling it a resort, but even freaking uh whatchamacallit, can't, even, I can't think straight. I'm so tired. Even the freaking, yeah, let's go to another hotel. One that actually has a freaking restaurant in it. Uh, like a Super 8 or a Motel 6. Even they at least have like coffee and cookies and crap like that in the lobby. This thing didn't even have that. And I think it's supposed to be a nice resort in the Sims world. Well, this looks like a freaking clone of the other place we just left. Maybe, let's cut this. Soaking hot springs, but again, apparently these places just don't have restaurants. What a fucking joke. Yeah, well, this place sucks too. Let's go. I can't show you the another lot. Did we take a plane here or not? Are these all just freaking like what is this? Are these all hotels or something? Because I don't want to go in. No more little baby hotels, please. Enough of hotels. I refuse to believe every hotel in this game does not have a freaking restaurant. What is this place? How do I order food? What is this guy doing? Oh, this is how we be seated. We haven't eaten in like 20 years, so we should probably get something to eat. Let's end this misery vacation. Just go home. That sucks. You might want to go deal with your bladder. Home. The taxi will be there. We're trying to eat, but that's not gonna happen, I guess. All right, talk to the. Where the fuck's his son? Hank. Oh, he's in the taxi. Okay, well, are you gonna? No, we're not doing this. We're leaving. They're not. Their service sucks. We're gonna go home. When I said home, I meant like home, not back to this freaking. Check how time has passed. No, no, no. Why didn't the time freeze? So you just scammed me. Well, I don't care. We're leaving. Your resort sucks and this whole place sucks. Let's go home. Let's go home. Dude, can I not freaking go home? Well, you know what? All right, there's gotta be a way to send these guys home. If I have to tear down this freaking resort, I will. Don't worry, the Bondies aren't stuck there forever. What's this? I don't give a shit. I'm the one playing. No, excuse me, I'm the one playing the game. Yeah, excuse me, I'm the player here. If I want to destroy the freaking lot with a household in it, I will do that. There's got to be a way to get them, right? Unless I have to freaking recreate the family. If this doesn't work, then the only way to get them home is by uh, by just letting them stay the entire time, which sucks because it means we're not going to get to see them this week. Okay, right. So apparently we just have to sit here and wait them out at the freaking resort. All right. Well, I'm not gonna worry about their needs because I don't think they can die on a freaking vacation month. So 2 days left in vacation. No, we're going home. I don't care. I will find a way to get you home. It's hell portal. Yeah, God sakes. Check out. Your place sucks. For I have a massive headache. My fun's in the red. I'm guessing he has a headache. End vacation. Thank God. I'm gonna be so pissed if I lost this family. Yeah, this is such a great way to end the vacation. He's standing out in the pouring rain. Honestly, like I think The Sims 1 vacation was better than this one in some ways. I mean, there's probably other places you can go to do better stuff, but I'm not going to sit there and waste my time trying to figure that out. Okay, what is this? Okay, fuck is this? Welcome back. Your first vacation, depending on how your vacation went. Okay, yeah, forgiving, whatever. I don't care. You get the same. Give your sim that something extra special that other sims will notice. Sure, when he gets old enough, he's just gonna move in. I don't care. The hell, you say you're gonna change. Vacations are like New Year's resolutions. You say you're gonna change and do all this shit when you get home. You do it for a little bit, and then you stop, and then you never do it again. Then you go on another vacation, and the whole cycle just begins again. That's how it works. Most places fall apart faster than a cracker shack in a water fountain. Change the frickin' baby's diaper, please. Well, we can't because he's sleeping. So the only person in this house that isn't friggin' miserable is the dog, James. And I hope to God he has food. Of course not. No, he does. I think. Well, let me fill up his dog bowl, so I'm assuming he has food. You need to eat, or else you're gonna get taken away, and then you need to go have fun. And thank you God that it's Saturday. And you need to lunch, and your needs are just gonna be fucked. I will never take another sim on vacation again. That was the worst experience of my life. And this is probably the worst day of my life playing Sims. That's not saying much. And you need to take a shower and we need to eat or else we're gonna die. It's been a so-so week. I want to make. What the fuck do I care if you have a good week, dude? You just went on vacation. Yeah, it sucked, but so-so week. Now that was a shit week. The vacation was crap. And you spent all that money and freaking had a really shitty vacation. So yeah, it was a bad week. Put away leftovers, and the maid's got his freaking well, baby's gonna start. Yeah, and now he's not gonna sleep. Right. Come on. Change Reese's diaper. What do you do? What do you need? What do you need? You need to go to use the restroom, I guess. No, you need energy. Well, here, go take a shower because no one wants to take a shower tired. And then you can go sleep in your pajamas, which you desperately need. And then you need to use the bathroom. And then that was kind of a cheat in The Sims. And before you go back to bed, why don't you take a shower? Just for good measure. And what do you need? You need to sleep too. So Reese, you can go play that. Get some music skills. I don't know if that helps you all that much, but I don't know. It plays into it later. I don't know. It does. All right, everyone's. God, you suck at making food, uh, Bill. Freaking no one's hunger went up from that little lunch meat sandwich you made. That was dog shit. This hasn't been painted, but whatever. That's another story. How are you doing? All right. Well, you're the only one that's happy. All right. Well, I guess we'll end the video there. If you liked the video, didn't like the video, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you didn't like. I might make another video tomorrow, and it's going to be a Call of Duty video talking about the upcoming Black Ops 1 and 2 ports that we're getting. GTA 6 might be thrown in there. But it's mostly going to be me talking about how I feel, some theories I have about Call of Duty, all that. So if you're interested in that, tune in. If not, we will definitely be making another Sims 1 or Sims 2 video next week. Maybe even a Sims 3 video sometime. So tune in. All right. Have a good rest of your weekend. Thanks.